Welcome to Avery Fields, home of Bournville Rugby, and for this weekend, home to the Gibraltar Under-20s training camp, and Gibraltar Under-20s are playing the Jamaican Under-20s here on the Sunday afternoon. This is a vital part of Gibraltar Rugby's pathway programme. We want rugby in Gibraltar to be a key part of the community, and we want the Gibraltar national teams, men and women's, to be able to kick on from what has been a really successful few years. And a massive part of that is for our under-20s, under-18s, under-16s, all the way through to tots, to get an experience of what it's like to be in the national team setup. And so we find ourselves here in Birmingham. We've got the Gibraltar national men's coach, Lee, here, our technical director, Alan, pushing these kids, they're under 20, they're not kids, I mean, they're all bigger than me, through their paces. How's it going?
Not too bad, yeah, it's good. It's really great to see the lads getting involved. It's nice to see the national team boys coming in as well. Those senior national team players coming involved, really kind of giving some injection into there, helping the younger lads in, so really helping with that pathway, so it's really nice to see. These boys are going to be our national team in the future, so it's so important that these lads get the opportunity to really get into it now, getting in front of Foro and Alan. It's really important, and gives them that opportunity to get into the psyche of playing in a national team, how we play, the way we want to play. So when they make that step up, inevitably, and we hope that a lot of these boys will, it's going to be really easy for them. There's going to be no sort of disconnect. They're going to be straight in. They're going to know their place, and they're going to feel like they're at home.
I wish I turned the mic on, actually. No, I'm joking. What are they doing now, Alan?
So now they're working on some handling. I'm going to put them under pressure, look at their technique under pressure, so that builds into skill development then. So we'll see what they're about.
So getting these players together is so important for the future of Gibraltar rugby, just so they can get to know each other. There are players here that have played rugby outside of Gibraltar, so they bring a slightly different feel, but it's important to get them culturally into how Foro wants us to play as an elite side, and it's all part of these kind of stepping stones. Obviously, without our partners, there would be absolutely no way we could do this. Land Rover in Gibraltar, Advantage Insurance, Trusted Novus, Masbro, Yumi and GibDock. So without the support of those vital sponsors and partners, we wouldn't have this under-20s camp. We make sure that we look after our partners, we make sure that we understand what exposure they need, the kind of things that they're looking to get out of the relationship, which is key. It's not just a case of taking some money, thank you very much, and moving on to the next one. So this is a huge part of actually being able to show them what their investment is going towards. And not only is it an opportunity for them to showcase their brand and what they do in a really, really positive, community-driven way, it's also making a real difference to the future of rugby in Gibraltar. So it's match day. Just a shout out to Travelodge. The whole staff have been amazing. They've put up with the rugby lads, who have been very well behaved, but they've been so helpful and useful, and the breakfast has been good.
It's important to fuel yourself ready for a big day for Gibraltar rugby.
How are you feeling about today?
Been really good. 2 really strong days. I think the lads are really well prepared. Certainly in terms of gelling as a group, they've done that really well. So having these 2 days to be able to get together and actually go together, it's going to be awesome. Loads of new lads in the fold. The more we do stuff like this, the more people that kind of come forward, and these lads will get passion for Gibraltar as well. This is about growing Gibraltar as a brand as much as it is about playing rugby. For Gibraltar itself, and for bringing more people here and interest. People in Birmingham have been chatting about, and they're like, where's Gibraltar, where's that? And then they find out more, and they're like, oh my God, all these guys are from Gibraltar, from this place. So they want to learn more and more, and it's great to see, and hopefully really grows the game within Gibraltar and across the world.
Well said. Couldn't have said it better myself. Just disturbing a man's breakfast. It's a highly uncouth thing to do. Apologies, Thomas. I'll let you get on, mate.
No worries, thank you.
Hi, Lee Forty, Gibraltar national team head coach.
Lee, obviously involved with the national team mostly, or head coach, but this time a little bit different with the under-20s now, the future. How important is it that these sorts of games get played for these lads?
Oh, massively. I think it highlights what we're trying to do as Gib Rugby, about the pathway and the development of these players to actually then get a chance to be involved in a national setup. And I think games like today is great for myself and the other coaches involved to have a look, see what they're about, and see what they can do under a bit of stress against probably going to be a tough game against Jamaica.
Yeah, definitely. And how is it important, that pathway process, to allow these lads to be able to clearly see, you know, how they can get up into that national team? How is important is it?
Very important. I think, you know, moving forward, that's got to be our sort of remit and what we want to do, and just give these guys the opportunity, because I know in the past where it's been like a pathway where it can be just under 18s, and has there been a door that can open for them. And I think we've seen it with the Denmark game, a couple of boys involved with that, with Julian and Charlie Hill, and I think that then resembles back to the other lads, so they can see that these boys have had an opportunity already. So, you know, they're going to think, right, if I sign today, I do well in front of the coaches, it's there. And I think from our point of view, from Gibraltar Rugby, it's the only way we have to move forward, you know, because there's some of the guys in the national setup, they are creeping towards the end of the years or their term, as I say, but also then it's going to push them as well to make them keep on their toes and go forward that way.
Good on, straight. Go boys, run it.
Thanks very much, guys. Yeah, great game.
Yeah, my baby.
That's it, the sun's gone down on Bournville Rugby Club. Gibraltar under-20s beating Jamaica under-20s by 27 points to 24. It was super close. Both sides playing some, frankly, magnificent rugby. And it's another step forward for our pathway at Gibraltar Rugby, and another step towards being recognised as part of the wider European rugby family, that we are serious about our community games, serious about our pathways into the senior and elite sides. And just a massive thank you to Jamaica for coming here and playing us, and it was fantastic, and real gems of the future of Gibraltar Rugby uncovered here tonight.